Thank you very much. And it's hard to break up the conversations that are happening in one room. That's what this is about, is giving a chance to talk to each other, to reconnect, tell stories. We've got 50 years worth of stories in this room. And if we want to hear them all, we've got to hear all night. So thank you. Thank you very much for coming, everyone. It really is an honor to be hosting all of you here tonight at the Commission's 50th anniversary. Yeah. I think there were times in the past that people thought we might not get here, but here we are, and I think you're strong and forward to a great future. So my name is Steve Nolasky. I'm the third executive director of the Tucker Commission. The chairman of the National Chair.
Thanks, Katie. And I want to thank WPBS for video over here. It was excellent. Thank you. And also I want to thank the New York State local fiddlers, all-time fiddlers for entertaining us. Thank you so much. I am so happy to be here tonight, celebrating the 50th anniversary of the Tucker Commission. You know, some would say we should have lasted 50 years. In fact, some people in very different places said we should have lasted 50 years. But we're here tonight celebrating our 50th anniversary. You know, tonight we have a very exciting, fun celebration. And I'm a big fan of Winston Churchill one-liners. One of my favorites. And let me see if I get this right, so I'm going to put my million posts. Got that. I hope you're all wearing cheap socks. Because if not, we might very well not finish. You know what? Been doing a lot of these events, commission, and usually prior to the event, Katie usually sits me down. And she usually says, Jan, here are the things you can talk about, and here are the things you can't talk about. Over the last several years, the list of things that I can't talk about is getting kind of longer. So she did say, she did say that number one, do not read on anybody in the audience. So you're all safe. You are arrested. Number two, she said, do not do any political jokes. And I said, no political jokes. Okay. I remember a long time ago, you know, there's a really fine line, you know, between being clever and outright stupid. So our team comes to that. And there's not going to be the goofing, and there's really not going to be any political jokes. That's, you know, over the years, some of my commission members, those that I served with them the commission, you know, and actually accused me. Yes, they accused me of sometimes having some real superficial ethos. That work that's making it to be solved. But we have this way, there's really nothing trivial, there's really nothing lightweight about 50 years of the Television Commission, really providing technical resources to the region. We have 50 years of collaboration, we have 50 years of cooperation. We have 50 years of consistency. We have 50 years of partnership. We have 50 years of knowing more synonyms for partnership. But anyways, what we do best, really what we do best here at the Television Commission, is we form strategic alliances with our villages, with our towns, with our internal and external stakeholders, and really providing world-class rural planning, world-class community development programs, and also natural resource programs. That's what we do the best in the last 50 years. So I want to thank you, ladies and gentlemen, tonight for coming. Please sit back and enjoy yourself. I'm sure you're all going to be a wonderful audience tonight. You remember tonight, try the salmon, because that's what this place is known for. And more important, I think, most important, always please remember to tip your bartender. On a serious note, the commission has been very fortunate to have strong and consistent support from our state senators and our southern members since the beginning. And in fact, our first chairman of the Television Commission back in 1973 was a gentleman by the name of Ed Crawford. He was the assemblyman that represented Sweet County. When the commission needed help, when the commission needs help, we've always relied and we've always got that help from our assembly folks, from our state senators that represent the area. If it be trying to be included in the New York State budget annually, or if we have a critical piece of legislation that we need to get across the finish line, our local legislative folks have always been there, willing and ready to help. So we thank them so much. Tonight, we have Mike Shank here that's representing Senator Mark Wilson. You have something, Mike, you have something to say?
Thank you, Jan. Thank you for the delayed applause. It was certainly not necessary, but very welcoming after a very long day today. Senator Walton appreciates the invite to join you for this historic evening for the commission tonight. Since regrets not being able to be here, he's had a prior commitment, and as I'm sure many of you know, he has certainly been needing help in the city of Watertown with what they're going through right now. So the senator understands the importance of the commission. He's very happy to represent the largest Senate district in the state of New York. Has been able to continue to cultivate a good relationship with Katie and the rest of the folks at the commission. So as a small token of appreciation for all that you do, we ask that I attend this half tonight and present an official New York State Senate legislative resolution commemorating and honoring and recognizing the commission for its half a century of work to preserve and better the Television Commission. Thank you so much.
Also, we have unfortunately, Senator Vandy couldn't attend tonight, but we have a proclamation that we'd like to share with you.
So another proclamation, I won't read the entire thing, but we'll leave the so if anyone wants to look at them at the end of the day. But very nice honoring us as well on the 50th anniversary of the Television.
We've also received many well wishes from the rest of our legislative consistent. Additionally, we also have well wishes from some of the Lincoln Bush, Barclay, Graham, Sean Smolin, and of course, Senator Griffin Walls. So thank you so much for what you do for this. You know, I think it's appropriate at this time to recognize some of our state level partners that are here tonight. And Mark Hansen is here tonight. He's the Deputy Secretary of State for Local Government. Years, it's been a big proponent. In fact, if you look at the organizational chart for New York State, you look where Public Commission fits in that organizational chart, it shows that we report directly to the New York State Department of State. So I would really like to go on record tonight to say, I love the State. Unfortunately, tonight is the Region 6 Director of the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation, and as you're probably aware, he's got seen some water. Michelle Capone, who is the Director, Regional Director of Development for the Development Authority of the North Country, is here. Also, Laura, who is the Director of Public Affairs. We have the representation from now on the extension, Lewis and Jefferson County. We've got Michelle Duke, Mark, and Caleb Roth is here. We have Nancy Perry, who is the Executive Director of the New York State Planning Federation. Thank you for being here. And we also have Mr. Corey Mosher, who's the Executive Director of the Legislative Commission on Rural Resources. Thank you for being here.
The one thing, I've learned a lot of things in being executive director 7 years ago, but one of the most important things is that having a thoughtful and engaged board of directors is critical to support an organization like the Tugboat Commission. The commissioners offer advice to me, staff, communities. They help enact needed policy, and they are really extensions of the commission's work in the communities where the board members live. Another unique aspect of the Tugboat Commission is that all of our board members have to live in the region, and they have to be dedicated to the mission of the organization because they are not compensated for their time whatsoever, other than dinners like this. So you'll see a training program and up on the slide that a list of the current and the former board members of the Tugboat Commission. Many of them are in attendance tonight. I'm going to ask those that I call up to raise their hand and then hold your applause to the end. First, I have Jan Viegas, our chairman. We have Mike Newton, our vice chair. Tom Boxberger, our secretary. Leona Shirtzinowski. She's been with us the longest of our sitting commissioners. We've got Jerry Ritter here. Bill Striker, unfortunately, cannot be here tonight. We also have two former board members, Roger and Jacob, you're going to hear a little bit more about later, as well as Dave Stone. I also want to give a shout out to Commission Counsel Lee Wildays, who is a real trusted advisor to all of us. So a round of applause.
Most of the normally don't offer full fire. I'm glad they never. But a verse comes to mind from there. Verse that I really like. It's Luke 12:48. For much is given, much will be required. And that's really sums it up. That's how I feel about our hardworking. And these folks are our ambassadors who can truly the face of the Commission to our communities. And tonight, I would really like to recognize each of our staff members. And also, tonight we have a lot of alumni. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce all the alumni that are present. And then what we'll do is we'll go right into our staff. And if you will, let's hold the applause. So actually, alumni, we have Betty Ann here. We have past executive director John Marteau, Caleb McDonald's, Karen Catcher, past executive director Ben Coe, Carl Fox, Linda Garrett, Steve Hunter, Nancy Martell, Bob Quinn, past executive director, Bob Stetchman, Phil Street, Jeannie Waterbury, Will Banks, who's our current counsel, legal counsel, Dave Zenda. Let's go over the box. Back in 2015 and spring 2016, we had an opening for executive director of the Kentucky Commission, and that was with the retirement of John Bartel. Mike Harrod and I, Mike was is the vice chair, put our heads together, as we said, and we thought about it hard, and we really came to the conclusion that this was going to be a hard decision. This was going to be a simple decision. We knew somebody that was working for us that could actually take the federal commission to the next level in strategic position. And that person is Katie Malinowski. You know, to be honest with you, I never looked back. And Mike, I don't think you ever looked back in that decision making. It was a very easy process to get consensus from the commission members. So Katie became the executive director of the federal commission. You know, I often say this in a public setting, and you know, I said it in our annual appraisals pretty often. Katie is the trust, and she's the protector of the organization, and I truly believe that, and we really want to thank Katie for what she does. Present tonight, we have two directors. We have Ben Johnson, we have Jen Harmon, Felicia Messina, Gwen Becker, Paul Baxter, Angie Kimball, Mickey Dietrich, John Hell, and our newest employees for the last couple of years, Taylor McKinney, Matthew Smith, Gabriel here, and our brand new employee, Chris Armosi. It's a round of applause. I have the distinct honor tonight to recognize my friend and I refer to him as my co-conspirator from Lewis County. That was my shared representative and member from Lewis County, and that's Roger James. You know, Roger this year decided to retire as a member from the Federal Commission after 27 years of service. We understand, but we will listen. So tonight, Roger and Carolyn, we ask you to come up and please accept help and appreciation. Your service, 27 years of serving on the commission. You know, I have to really play for tonight. I'm trying to lead about Roger. He was a ski instructor at Snowbridge for many years. He's a private pilot. He's a certified scuba diver for law enforcement. He's a well-trained contractor. He retired as a deputy sheriff for the Lewis County Sheriff's Department. And for many years, he was the town attorney supervisor. In Lewis County, we call that You know, Roger was also instrumental in creating the New York State Police Juvenile Officer Association in 1975, which is still in effect today. He was born and raised on Elm Alley. And again, he served the region as a commissioner for 27 years. Roger, thank you so much for your service.
Thank you.
So tonight we have this metal print, and you see the picture up on the screen as well. This photo was taken by Roger's very good friend here. I don't know if I say that right. On September 30th of 2017 on East Grand Commission Street. Roger's picture, and you see him, he's really small, standing up. Looking upstream at one of their favorite fishing spots. This photo was used in the commission book printed in 2018, titled Shaping the Future of the Region. We hope that this finds a place in Roger Carolyn's home and is a reminder of good time spent for our Tuck. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
That picture right there is where I've been going for the last 15 years fishing. And never told anybody where it was. Because it was a secret. And I always went to my birthday. And so this other gentleman went with me, first and he took the pictures. And that's how I got. I appreciate this right here. And then the officer said, "Hey, trouble street." I mean, it is natural. I mean, the fish coming out of there are natural. There are no stoppages or nothing like that. It went up again this year. Same place, same area. I didn't get there. I didn't get here. It was the water was way too high. The water's high here now, and that was way up. So I never got that opportunity to go back there this year.
The mosquitoes curious.
Yeah. Oh, but anyway, let's with that. But now I've worked or been with the commission for 27 years. And I went through the executive directors, 3 of them. And the first one that I dealt with, we met at a local restaurant. And he convinced me, and that's how it happened. That was in 1996. But anyhow, I enjoyed it. And so here I am today. And so my wife and I are coming through a little travel now.
All right, so now we're gonna, I know we're long, it's hard because there's so much to say, so we'll try to keep moving along, but now we wanted to take a few minutes for some of us to say a few words. One of the very special things about the commission and what has contributed, I think, to the commission longevity and success in serving Tucson communities and the state of New York is that over 50 years we've had just 4 executive directors. And tonight, all 4 of those executive directors are in this room, and we all have a few words to share with you. So, I'm the newest kid on the block. I get to go first. I came to the commission very early in my career, just after finishing grad school and getting married. I can remember seeing the tiny little ad on the Syracuse Post-Standard printed, not on the internet, for a natural resources GIS specialist and thinking, wow, that sounds interesting. So when I came up to our time right after the ice cream, so that was fun. And then one of my very persistent memories of the commission was only a few weeks into the job in February '98. Driving to Redfield with Bob Clinton in a snowstorm and thinking, oh my gosh, it's done. But no, I really enjoyed the variety of work of the commission. I love the people, and I fell in love with the place. So I never planned to spend just about my whole career here, but I have, and with absolutely no regrets. What makes the commission work we do so great is that it is built on relationships, mutual respect, and trust. The Tug Hill Commission can't make anyone do anything, and that is exactly how we like it. When people call us, it's because they want our help, and we take it as a serious obligation to provide that help as much as we possibly can. The board, the staff, we need the people at Tug Hill where they are, we listen to them, and we do our best to help them achieve their goals and solve the problems. What is amazing is that by doing so, we are able to be an example of good government to other rural areas of the state, to Albany and beyond. So I'm excited to see what the next decades bring. I believe that if we stay true to our mission, but remain flexible to bring new approaches, technologies, and ideas to the table, we can continue to help local governments and citizens shape the future of Tug Hill in a positive way. So with that, I'd like to invite my immediate predecessor, John Bartow, to the podium to say a few words.
To be here. When I was thinking about what I would say, I came up with this quote that in 1849, French writer Jean-Baptiste Car wrote, "The more things change, the more they stay the same." I was going to try to say that in French, maybe use Google Translation or communications director. Don't do that. Like French, Bill, they agree French. But the more things change, the more they stay the same means that despite apparent changes or advancements, certain fundamental aspects of patterns remain unchanged. It suggests that despite outward transformation, some underlying truths or concepts persist. And I can't think of a more appropriate phrase summarizing the Tug Hill Commission in the last 50 years. Undoubtedly, things have changed in the remote rural area of Tug Hill, economically, geographically, institutionally, socially, technologically, and politically. But also things have remained the same. In reading the older commission newsletters in the past several months, it reminded me about what is good remains the foundation of the commission news. The commitment that we manage resources in the rural economy through our institutions, collaboration with communities through certain providers and houses of government, commission staff commitment to integrity and unbiased information, local government conference, 5-year survey, updates to regional map, all these have remained constant for the 50 years. The commission sticks to what's good and tried and true. My tenure at the commission was 1/3 of my public service career. Might add, I was blessed to work with amazing staff, committed and engaged commissioners, and a lot of outstanding elected and appointed local officials. As a state agency, we were relatively autonomous, almost to the point of annihilation. But it is the salt of the earth work and very important. The way Janet and I love the region, we often reminisce about the times we had in community and profession. It's an honor for us to be here this evening celebrating this milestone. We look forward to coming back in 1 month. Thank you. Congratulations to you all.
How many public agencies do you think of that have had only 4 heads over a period of 50 years? And they're all still involved. They're all friends. And they're all here tonight. Ooh. Oh, I've had a 50-year career in natural resources. Although the last 7 have been as a volunteer, and a little less than half of that time was serving at the Tug Hill Commission, and about half of that time as executive director. During the time I was at the Tug Hill Commission, I was lucky enough to be involved in some great milestones for the region. The legislation that took temporary, out of the name. 50 years shouldn't be temporary. The legislation that required the state to pay taxes, conservation easement, it held in the Tuckville region. That resulted in 45,000 acre conservation easement in the core forest of Tuckville. We passed into the Tuckville Reserve Act that said when communities plan together and do a plan, that state agencies have got to pay attention to the goals and objectives in that plan when projects are proposed. And that led to the Cooperative Tuckville Council, the 16 70 in the center of the region, putting in place the plan report for Tuckville. And it also meant lots of night meetings. And as a result, my wife, Jen, sitting back over there, she won't disclose where she is. Back corner. You could think of this as Tuckville widow. He really raised our kids. I visited on weekends. And I'm sure that Amy Coe, and I'm sure that Janet Barton, and I'm sure that Andy Mallows all have an idea what it's like to be a Tuckville widow or widow. One of my favorite times I missed, in 1998, the governor came to the Lewis County Fair to sign some of that legislation I mentioned a little while ago. We were away on vacation. So instead, the governor came to the Lewis County Fair and had his picture taken with 4 young women on the Tuckville Commission staff. Katie, Karen, Nancy, and me. Eric. For months after that, the commissioners had a great time kidding me about, the governor never even noticed you weren't there. Early on, when I worked at the Tuckville Commission, I learned the importance of from its first executive director, Ben Coe. The commission advertised nationally for that first executive director, looking for more of a community organizer person, rather than a planner or natural resource specialist, the sort of person you might expect to have an agency doing work like the Tuckville Commission. But at the time, and they wound up advertising the Wall Street Journal. It was one of the places they did their national search. At the time, Ben had gone through a career that included getting engineering degrees at Bowdoin and MIT, not shabby institutes, and had served as an engineer at General Electric, but had switched his focus and was now helping communities on technical problems, things like building new infrastructure and that sort of thing, through a group called Volunteers in Technical Assistance, VITA. And this guy was heading up VITA, saw the ad, and I don't think he knew where Tuckville was, did you? No. But he applied for the job, and my colleague, he got it. That work gave Ben just the right skills, the work he had before coming to the Tuckville Commission. That combined with his natural humility made him and the commission a success. But his start was from almost nothing. There was a board of directors,
and Ben came to the state office building to begin creating the Tug Commission and its ethos. So listen to Ben talking about his career in the commission that started almost exactly 50 years ago today.
If we can get the technology to cooperate. This did work earlier. Just give me a sec.
Well, there was a big desk there, and beautiful desk, and chair, and so I figured I could use it, but when I asked Ryder about the desk and whether I could use it, they said the desk belonged to Governor Rockefeller, and it was set there so that when he came to town, that he could use it, and I'd have to take my stuff out of it. So fortunately, soon after that, Rockefeller went to Washington. Wilson took over as governor. Rockefeller forgot all about his desk. So I think we still have that desk. We picked on it, and after you, Bob Quinn used the desk, and then John Bartow, and today 80 Mile House still uses that desk. Our job was to go out, find a, set up a process to go out and hear what the people in Tug Hill would like the future to be. And I chose to go to Cornell Cooperative Extension to help come up with a process. They came up with an approach that would have 2 public forums in each of the 4 counties. The people actually asked for this commission, but when it was established, they were really, it was about the time that the report came out with recommendations on the future of the Adirondacks. And that had all been put together by state employees. And they were concerned that it wouldn't be decided from the outside like what was going on in the Adirondacks and Tug Hill. So they were pretty upset. And that was a very fortuitous situation because as a result, the first public forum in Lorraine, we packed the town hall with a couple hundred people. And they were all angry, well, a lot of them were, that we were there to listen, not to tell them what was going to be done. The forums were amazing. We got all sorts of ideas, but when we went to Redfield in Oswego County, the fellow then, Lloyd Buffett, said, well, we don't need you to do this. Why don't the towns that have an interest in the center of Tug Hill get together and decide what the future ought to be, and made up of representatives appointed by each of the 9 towns that had the similar interests, core of Tug Hill. And out of that map of the cooperative, that group became the Cooperative Tug Hill Planning Board, and then the Cooperative Tug Hill Council, and it became a model for all over Tug Hill of other councils being set up to plan for their particular group of towns that had similar interests. Well, we issued a preliminary report, sent it out to all the key people in the towns of Tug Hill, saying, how do you feel about these recommendations? Do you please give us your comments before we firm them up or revise them? And we had another set of public forums all over Tug Hill. So the philosophy of the commission of helping the communities work together to steer the future of Tug Hill has continued through all the top staff of the commission and the commission members through the years. And as I understand it, there's the legislation now calls for a survey every 5 years to see if the communities still want and need the commission to give them technical assistance as they shape their own future.
First, I'll say, are there any questions? Secondly, I want to point out my wife Jeannie here went through all of this. Here. Hey, let's get Peggy everything. Through starting philosophy, serving members of the commission, not part of this commission. Legislation. Any other consensus that said that the commission members would not be paid. That was the key to all our commission members. Dedicated to the job at hand and working with their citizens. So anyway, this is great. It's hard to believe that I'm here.
By the way, this works for the beginnings, with, some comments and a tribute to that, so, with that, I don't want to see it being for food, and we have a lot still to talk about with stages, so please eat, and we will try to reconvene here at 8 o'clock, thank you.
Great. So, those that show a lifelong involvement and reaching. Individuals chosen as sages have distinguished themselves by their strong and spiritual knowledge of the region, by their actions that have contributed significantly to the quality of life of the hill. The last class of W sages we designated in 2015, that was 8 years ago.
So before we get to designating new title pages, we have 3 title pages with us tonight, and we would like to take a moment to recognize them. First up on the screen, sitting in the flesh over there. Class of 2003. Bob worked for many years as a plasterer and buyer of art and furniture. He continues to further retirement as a consultant for Bob, former trustee and mayor of Kansas, a founding member of Thrift, also called Public Resources Investment for Tomorrow. I think I got that right. A former board member of the Continental Land Trust, and he continues to serve as the chairman of NOPA, one of the Northern United States governments. So Bob, thank you for being with us tonight. On that way, on the center is the meetings from government folks did it, and this was the photo that she, I think one of the photos she took during that process with Bob White Mary. So thank you, Bob. The next up, Fran appeared in the class of 2012. He's the black gray wearing front. Fran is a lifelong resident of the Redfield and Osceola area, and was actively involved in the efforts to introduce land use planning in the original town in the heart of Tuck Hill in the early 1970s. Fran is an avid hunter, trapper, fisherman, and recreationalist, and is also the current Osceola town supervisor, stepping down from the board at the end of the year, which I hear he's happy about. So Fran, Fran's photo, and the photos from the left from the photo album, way back in the day. He's in the center. Again, Fran is also a veteran of folks. This is what he started. And then another picture of the record took during the process of putting together the book with Fran's wife, Carol. So, thank you, Fran, for being here with us. We have Dan Hall, we heard a lot about tonight on our in-person. He was in the class of 2015. I don't know what else I can say about them talking this tonight. So just let's do another round of applause for him.
No, 8 years between Tuck and Sage, and created a women's backlog of the potential candidates. And we were amazed that there were 14 in total nominations this year. You know, the commissioners deliberated very carefully. It was a very hard decision. But we came to the consensus on 6 new stages to be designated class of 2023 Tuck and Sage on this occasion.
So first, the Tuck Hill Commission's first selection for Tuck Hill Stage is Art Hammond. She was nominated by Lisa Morgan. I asked Art Hammond and his nominator Lisa Morgan to come forward as he is inducted into the 2023 class of public health agents. I'm going to say a few words about Art. Art is a lifelong resident and dear friend of the town of Southwood. He continues to live on part of his family farm. This is his community in Rodman for over 50 years by serving on the town board, the planning board, the zoning board, and the Rodman Fire Department. He is retiring from the Rodman Town Board at the end of this year. He has also served as an EMT with the South Town Rescue Squad and worked with Cornell Cooperative Extension for many years, delivering agricultural programs throughout Jefferson, Lewis, and St. Lawrence counties. Congratulations, Art, on being recognized as a public health agent.
The second selection, the Tughill Sage, is Richard Bolsante. We refer to him as Rick. He was nominated by Bird Sonnet. I asked Rick Bolsante and his nominator Bird to come forward and be inducted into the class of 2023 Tughill Sage. Rip is a native of Watertown, New York. Rip has lived and worked along the North Shore of Channel Lake for 50 years. Rip has served his community of Constantia in multiple ways, including serving as a councilman on the town board and leading the charge to form 2 water districts and a sewer district in this capacity. Chairing the Parks and Recreation Division for over 35 years, and during the North Shore Council of Government for over 10 years. Rick's professional life is spent working for the DEC as an aquatic biologist with an expertise in walleye, helping rebuild the United Piscicultural Committee. He's been an active member of the United Lake Association Board of Directors since 1986. Congratulations, Rick, on being recognized on the CEO stage.
I really like to thank everybody for this, for really honor being received. And I was trying to think what I could say relative to the stage. Thought about myself, and I never thought about myself as being staged. So I kind of looked it up. And it's about being an old man and have just a wisdom. It's pretty much about the old age. We know that happens to be isn't really acceptable. But as it relates to wisdom, I always thought that I had wisdom. And when I speak to my wife and my kids, they always remind me that I really don't. Really appreciate that.
All right, next up, the Tughill Commission's third selection for Tughill Sage is Wayne Kwasniewski. He was nominated by North Pod and was not featured tonight. I asked Wayne Kwasniewski to come forward and be inducted into the 2023 class of Tughill Sage. Say a few words about Wayne. Wayne was born in Constableville and has spent his entire life on Tug Hill, stayed for 2 years at Boston College. He has worked in the forestry industry since age 12, and at 17, worked with timber on the Blue Paper Company Georgia Pacific Tract on Tug Hill. His career in forestry has been varied from DEC to J&C Lumber Company and their sawmill in Swampscott Hills, to his own contracting business with his father and as a consultant forester for land use. He has a lifetime of hunting, fishing, trapping, and logging experience on Tug Hill. He has also served the town of Lewis as past vice chairman of the planning board, past councilman, and past assessor. He is a member of the Point Rock Fishing Game Club and the Atlantic Salmon Fishery Club. Congratulations, Wayne, on being recognized at the Tug Hill stage.
First, I'd like to say I'm honored to be considered in the ranks of the previous Calgary days, and what I've known, and what I've done. So thank you to the commissioner, the public, for my good friends and neighbors, wanting to nominate. Question, the Kentucky Sage, is Loretta McCaskey. She was nominated by Leona Jablonski. Loretta, may I ask you to nominate Leona? Please come forward and be inducted into the 2023 class. Yes. Did you vote? Great family farm and one time social navigation. She developed an interest in a talent and art. With the Tug Hill Tomorrowland Trust, began a traveling art show in 2010 that featured celebrating family farms on Tug Hill. In 2017, she partnered with Traditional Arts of Upstate New York, which we call PAWNY, with the Tug Hill Tomorrowland Trust, with the Tug Hill Commission to produce and present the memorable Books of Tug Hill, which is a multimedia exhibit relevant to the hill and beyond. It has been displayed in at least 26 locations and has served to increase the awareness of the special places that Tug Hill is. She was awarded the Evergreen Award at Tony in recognition of her contributions as an artist and community scholar. Loretta is committed to preserving the heritage, the history, and the stories of Tug Hill. Congratulations, Loretta, on being recognized as Tug Hill Sage.
I'm shocked. I didn't expect this at all. Because all of these people that opened your doors and let us in and to get you your stories and to share. Hi, Brandon. I didn't say hi. He's a coyote. He had so much fun. And I also brought this little photo that shows the collaborative women that did the project. I mean, I think we started in 2015, but I wanted to just thank you all, and also to say we did it at a good time because we lost quite a few people that have passed on, and you know, to give them their memory and their legacy. And what I learned is that, gosh, if this government of ours could function like the Tug Hill Commission and like the people, local people, to be cooperative, to be people with integrity, you know, and
It's good. So thank you very much.
All right, the Tugville Commission's fifth selection for top creation is named after him. He was nominated by Christine O'Shaughnessy, who could not be here tonight. I asked Wayne afterwards to come forward to be inducted into the 2023 class of Tugville Station. Maybe this is the president of this area. Like has been serving the Parkins community, most notably over 30 years on the Village of Parkins board as a trustee and president. He represented the village on boards too numerous to list here, but closest to our heart as chair of the River Area Council of Governments from its inception in 2002 until his retirement from the village board in 2022. In his free time, he has volunteered for the fire department as sometimes chief, the St. James Catholic Church, and the Carthage Area Hospital Auxiliary. Now in his retirement, he and his son built a camp in Osceola, where they enjoy the land through four-wheelers, walking trails, and hunting. Congratulations, Wayne, on being recognized at the Tugville stage.
One afternoon, about noon, we got the letter from Bill, and I had to read it twice. Very appreciated of this board. I thank Dan. I thank Mr. Gordon, you and the rest of the board. Maybe, where I am, around here. Thank Billy. Thank you so very much. It's been a pleasure and it's just been a pleasure. Thank you so much for this board. Greatly appreciate it.
The Tugville Commission 6. The final selection to Tugville stage is Bob Quinn. Woo! I asked Bob Quinn to come forward to be inducted into the 2023 class of Tugville Sages. Dedicated his life to the preservation, protection, and the marketing of the Tugville region. His experience includes serving on the Tugville Commission as a natural resource specialist from 1986 to 1993, and as the executive director of the Tugville Commission from 1993 to 2004. He is a past chairman and a current member of the Tugville Land Trust Board of Directors. I firmly believe that Bob he firmly believes that the citizens of Tugville must shape their own future. Congratulations, Bob, on being recognized as Tugville Sage.
Thank you very much. I didn't score very well on the lifelong residency part, what they said. But I think I scored really well on loving the part. Thank you. Thank you.
That pretty much about the beginning of the whole work. It's been whirlwind, very happy to have so many of you here to share with us. It really is a special night. I hope you all feel that way as well. So please drive safely home. We look forward to seeing you soon. I'm sure we'll see you at a meeting or take a phone call from you. We're not going anywhere. And again, thank you. And if you're a sage or a board member or a staff person, we can try to get some good photos. So please don't go too far too fast. And again, thank you very much.
Probably already had it out. It's not all right.
Okay, so what's about this?
really stressed, like where the headlights. Right, your headlights, I do not. Even if they're not. Never mind that. To the solid. There was right all the one piece of clarification. Yeah, I got Yes. Like, my brother's not. Going out the door and carry out his